from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Good evening. This is the National News Telecast. I'm Movin Hettiarachchi.
And I'm Sharon Mascarenhas. First, it's a look at the day's headlines.
Six police teams have been deployed to investigate the Beliatta shooting, where the leader of the Ape Janabala party was also killed. The president emphasizes the need for reforms in the global financial structure at the G77 summit. CCTV cameras have been set up in Colombo City to identify traffic offenders. The national television will broadcast a series of programs to introduce employment opportunities in Japan. Immediate solutions to traffic congestion at the Kaduwela town. 91% of children have been inoculated with the measles vaccine. A landslide in Yunnan province in China kills 8 and 47 missing. Now to those and more stories in detail on today's top story. Police media spokesman SSP Nihal Talduwa says that 6 police teams have been deployed for investigation into the Thongol assassination attempt.
5 people were killed at the shooting occurred this morning. One of the victims is a leader of the Ape Janabala party, Saman Pereira. The shooting occurred at the Kasagala interchange entrance along the Beliatta Walasmula road at 8:30 a.m. this morning. The victims have come to the area by a white-colored Defender Jeep. After coming out of the Beliatta interchange, they have stopped their vehicle near a shop close by. At that moment, a green-colored Jeep arrived at the scene and 2 unidentified gunmen have shot at the victims. The police stated that 2 weapons have been used for the killing. One of the victims had attempted to run away and he was also killed by the gunman. 4 victims were killed on the spot and the other succumbed to his injuries after being hospitalized. Driver of the Defender Jeep was killed on the spot in the driving seat. 2 of the victims are from Kurunagala area while the others are from Benthota, Indurua and Dematagoda areas. One of the victims is a leader of the Ape Janabala party, Saman Pereira, who is a resident of the Vallava area. 3 of them were scheduled to appear before the Tangol magistrate courts regarding a killing occurred at Kudavela area in the year 2022. Chief Magistrate of the Tangol, Hemantha Pushpakumara, today inspected the crime scene with the Judicial Medical Officer of the Tangol-based hospital, Prasanna Sellaheva. The police have found 36 used bullets of T-56 in the crime scene. The police media spokesman stated that the motive of the killing is still uncertain. Police media spokesman SSP Nihal Talduwa said that the police announced in the morning that the shooting carried out by a cab. However, later it was revealed that Jeep is connected to a shooting. Still, the police have not properly identified the vehicle. However, police is questioning the suspects to get more information. Police is also conducting investigations regarding a suspected Jeep. However, the motive of this killing is not yet certain. Police have deployed 6 teams for investigations. In addition, officials of the intelligence units have also been deployed for this purpose. However, the police suspects that this is an act of organized criminal gangs. Police is still checking whether this is an incident connected to drug smuggling. President Ranil Wickremesinghe, addressing the 3rd South Summit today in Kampala, Uganda, highlighted the numerous challenges the world faces, such as conflicts, pandemic repercussions, climate disasters and financial market uncertainties.
The President also emphasized the disproportionate impact on vulnerable G77 economies. In his statement, President Wickremesinghe stressed the urgency of reforming the global financial structure.
We are meeting here today at a time when the world is facing a multitude of challenges. They vary from escalation in conflicts, repercussions of the pandemic, climate-related natural disasters, and the vagaries of the global financial markets, among many others. These developments impact disproportionately and adversely on the vulnerable economies of the G77 members. The need for reform of the global financial architecture is more urgent than ever. The contemporary international debt resolution architecture is more suited for a world where the Paris Club and London Club dominated global debt resolution. Today, global debt, and particularly debt in the developing world, is dominated by the international bond markets and non-Paris Club lenders. When available financial resources are siphoned out as debt service, we are unable to spend on essential public services and human development measures, which in turn impacts on the SDG targets. The common framework has also been inadequate as a forum to provide speedy debt resolution. This disconnect between the architecture and reality has led to delays in resolution of recent sovereign debt distress in a large number of our countries, including my own. Climate finance. There has been an abject failure of the global financial architecture in meeting the needs of the global south to mitigate and adapt to impacts of climate change. There have been several commitments made in various global forums regarding climate finance contribution, but these have not translated into real money on the table. Today, we are seeing a rise in protectionist tendencies, with notions of decoupling and de-risking taking hold in the global trade order. Such changes in global trade structures cannot and should not happen on a unilateral basis. The rules of the game should be decided in multilateral forums, not in one or two capital cities. We need to ensure the smooth and optimal efficiency of global trade and investment. The G77 should coordinate this process with the BRICS. Another disadvantage faced by the developing economies is job creation. Therefore, while advocating reforms in the global financial architecture, the G77 plus China must also formulate strategies for our member countries to prepare for 1. Energy transition, 2. Digital transformation, 3. The green economy, and 4. Skilled workforce for the new global economy.
Now in other stories, Police Colombo City Traffic CCTV traffic offences surveillance pilot program commenced today. Sri Lanka Police and the Department of Motor Vehicles jointly carry out this program. In case of any traffic offence, the registration of vehicle is identified and the relevant owner will be fined under this program. If the vehicle owner is from a faraway area, he will be able to pay the fine online. Now, this program is scheduled to start in other areas as well. This will help to reduce the number of traffic police officers. The project was launched today under the participation of Minister Tiranalas and Acting IGP Deshabandhu Tenakon. Minister Tiranalas said that in many foreign countries, police officers politely address the offender and impose the fine within a very short period. In Sri Lanka, traffic police officers should be trained up to that standard. We should also develop the police traffic division as a set of courteous officers.
කියන්නේ නවත්තපු වෙලාවෙ ඉඳලා එහෙම තමයි කතා කරලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ මොකද අන්තිමේට ඒගොල්ලන් දැනගත්තේ මෙයා කවුද කියලා. මං කියන්නේ එහෙම පොලිස් නිලධාරීන් ඉන්නවා. වාහනයක් නැවැත්තුවාම වුණත් මං හිතන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන්ට මේ තරහයයි ඒගොල්ලන් දන්නවා ඒගොල්ලන් වැරද්දක් කෙරුවා. හොඳට කතා කෙරුවා. දඩකොලේ දුන්නා ආවා. ඒ විදිහට රථවාහන අංශය අපි හදා ගන්න ඕනේ.
Acting IGP Deshabandhu Thenakon said that traffic police officers face many difficulties at the junctions and traffic light points in the Colombo city. This pilot project will lead to change this situation. According to the existing system, it takes rather long time to issue a spot fine to a traffic offender. It may cause further traffic congestion. Under the new system, the police will be able to take legal action against these offenders very fruitful and in a very productive manner.
Lanka Sathus says that each person will be provided with 10 eggs imported from India at a price of 43 rupees each. Chairman of the Lanka Sathusa, Pasandayapa Bevardhana, stated that the distribution of eggs in the western province commenced from today. Chairman of the Lanka Sathusa, Pasandayapa Bevardhana, said that these low-priced eggs are supposed to be sold to low-income consumers. Therefore, a restriction of 10 eggs per individual has been imposed to provide all low-income consumers with imported eggs. Lanka Sathusa will sell these eggs keeping a minimum profit. It may take about 5 days to distribute these low-priced eggs to every corner of the country. They will be distributed within the western province from today, and it will take several days to distribute among the other provinces.
The Department of Census and Statistics says that the inflation during last December has increased up to 4.2%. The National Consumer Price Index and monthly consumer inflation report of the department shows that this increase is reported compared to last November. The inflation was 2.8% last November. The inflation of -2.2 was reported in the food category, has increased up to 1.6% in December. The inflation of the non-food category, which was 7.1% in November, has decreased to 6.3% in December. Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena says that the traffic congestion in the Kaduwala town will be eased without delay. He made this comment participating in an inspection tour in the Kaduwala town recently. Public has lodged many complaints regarding the excessive traffic congestion in the Kaduwala town since long period. The minister focuses attention for this matter inspected the city traffic situation recently. Considering the situation, the minister instructed the police and the relevant authorities to relocate the bus halting places in the town as a measure to ease the traffic congestion. Now, the Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation has started a series of new innovative programs to provide support to Sri Lankans who expect employment opportunities in Japan.
The first program is scheduled to be telecasted 9:30 p.m. tonight through the national television. This program, titled Yokuso Nihone in Japanese with the meaning of Welcome to Japan, will be telecasted each Monday from 9:30 to 10 p.m. from today. Each series of lessons will be published in the Monday Dinamin newspaper. This 80-lesson program series has been prepared by a group of academics of the Kalaniya University, led by Professor Dilrukshi Ratnayaka. The aim of the program is to provide Japanese language and cultural knowledge for Sri Lankans to complete special skills for workers, which is compulsory to obtain the employment opportunities in Japan. Chairman and the Managing Director of Maidaya Ceramics, Dayasiri Varnakula Surya, provided the financial sponsorship for this program. He says the aim is to provide opportunities for Sri Lankan people to obtain benefits from Japan. This program series has been planned under the guidance of Chairman of Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation, Dr. Prasad Samarasinghe. Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena, Japanese Ambassador to Sri Lanka, Mr. Koji Hideki, are also slated to take part in the first program.
Health Minister Dr. Ramesh Patirana says that 91% of the infants have been provided with the measles vaccination. The minister made these remarks at the media briefing held in the President's Media Centre today under the title of Collective Path to a Stable Country. Health Minister Dr. Ramesh Patirana said that disease prevention takes centre stage with plans to bolster primary healthcare services and to improve efficiency for patients. Prompt access to essential resources is also a key focus. He said that tackling non-communicable diseases remains a major challenge. Over 20% of Sri Lankans battle diabetes, and the country holds the dubious distinction of having the highest prevalence of the high blood pressure among over 35s in South Asia. Addressing these concerns and the associated complications like heart disease and stroke is critical for Sri Lanka's long-term health. The minister further said that amidst a rapidly aging population, Sri Lanka is proactively addressing the rise of non-communicable diseases like memory impairment, eye diseases and bone diseases through dedicated programs. He said that recognizing the existing drug shortage, the government is actively importing essential medicines, with shortages gradually decreasing. He added that imagining a medical supply system free from opaqueness, we are working with the IT department of the Muratua and the Colombo universities to develop an online platform that will bring transparency and efficiency to the entire supply and procurement process.
Now for a look at few local news items in brief. 6 people were seriously injured by a road accident which occurred in Nakulugamur area along the Thongal-Mathara main road. A bus from Kathargam bound to Colombo had jumped out of the road due to high speed. It is reported that a race between 2 buses caused the accident. Consultant Dr. Krushantha Pereira of the Cancer Unit in Karapitiya Hospital was released on bail today on remand custody. Chief Magistrate Gaul Isuru Nethikumara ordered the suspected to be released under 2 surety bails, each worth ₹1 million. Samak Janabalavege has filed a petition before the Supreme Court demanding a rule against the proposed anti-terrorist bill. The SJB says some clauses of the bill presented by the government is against the constitution. The petition was filed by the General Secretary of the SJB, Ranjit Madhu Bandara. The Buddha relics unearthed from the Digavati sacred area in Pinnacle are being displayed at the Sri Bodhungalgalaya temple in Radolgamu at present. This has been jointly organised by the Ministry of Defence, Ministry of Cultural Affairs and Radolgamu Buddhist Association. A wild elephant fell into the Eziri Canal in Valikanda area and washed away about 6 to 10 kilometers. The elephant was rescued and released to the rainforest area after a 6-hour operation.
910 suspects connected to various rackets have been taken into custody under the police operations conducted island-wide during the past 24 hours. Police stated that there are 676 suspects connected to drug-related offences and 234 listed criminals are among them. Under the Yukti operation, a raid was conducted in the Grand Pass police area from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. today. 25 suspects were taken into custody under the raid conducted with the help of the Sri Lanka Army, STF and police officers. A suspect was arrested with ice in a raid conducted at Kaduru area. This suspect has been identified as an army soldier currently in service. He was accused of shooting and killing Vijit Mahendra De Silva alias Ranmalli in Kotsgode area last year. He was arrested under the information given by the STF Northern Province Special Raids Unit.
A veteran violinist in India, Dr. Ambi Subramanian, performed a violin concert at the Peradeniya University premises. It is significant that he is an artist of Sri Lankan origin. Pandit Lakshmi Narayana Subramaniam is considered the father of violin, who enticed a large number of audiences through his marvelous performances. He was born in Sri Lanka. His son is Dr. Ambi Subramaniam. He recently arrived in Sri Lanka and was warmly welcomed at the Peradeniya University under the patronage of the chairman of the Arts Council, Professor Sham Banithoti Heka. Dr. Ambi Subramaniam and his delegation participated in a workshop and performed a concert in the Peradeniya University premises. A large number of artists and music lovers were present at this concert.
That's a look at local news. Stay with us. Foreign news is coming up next. Welcome back to the news. Let me take a look at foreign news now. At least 8 people have died, while dozens of others are missing after a landslide struck China's southwestern province of Yunnan. A landslide in Zhaotong city happened at 5:51 local time on Monday, trapping 47 people. President Xi Jinping has ordered an all-out rescue in the area, which is experiencing sub-zero temperatures. State broadcaster CCTV has reported that 2 unresponsive bodies have so far been pulled from the rubble. A resident of Liangshui village told Jimu News that the landslide happened while they were sleeping. Video clips shared on social media showed rescuers walking on piles of rubble against a backdrop of snow-covered mountains. Personal belongings are seen scattered among the collapsed masonry. The cause of the landslide was unclear, but the remote mountainous region is prone to them due to its location. Floods are also common. The area also has many coal mines. News China quoted another villager as saying that most of the residents there were elderly and children. Chinese Vice Premier Zhang Guangding is leading a work group to site to guide rescue operations.
In the meantime, thousands of people across Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland and northwest England have spent the night without power after Storm Isha battered the UK with strong winds and heavy rain. Gusts of 99 miles per hour were recorded in Northumberland, and travel disruption is set to continue to this morning. Uprooted trees blocking roads, many trains have been cancelled. The Met Office yellow warning for the wind remains across UK until midday, with gusts of 50 to 60 miles per hour forecast inland. The Met officers said damage to homes and buildings, falling trees, power cuts and flying debris should be expected, adding that expected exposed coastal stretches, gusts could reach up to 70 to 80 miles per hour. The highest gust so far recorded was 99 miles per hour at Bristlewood in Northumberland. The wind meant hundreds of flights were cancelled across the UK, and some who did not make it to the air didn't land at the intended destination. The EasyJet flight from Edinburgh to Bristol on Sunday afternoon was diverted to Paris as original journey was domestic. Many passengers had left their passport at home and spent the night stranded at the terminal in Charles de Gaulle.
India's PM Narendra Modi has inaugurated a grand temple to Hindu god Ram in the flashpoint city of Ayodhya. The temple replaces a 16th century mosque razed by the Hindu mobs in 1992. The demolition has sparked nationwide riots in which nearly 2,000 people died. Thousands of invited guests, including top film stars and cricketers, attended the event in Ayodhya. But some Hindu seers and most of the opposition boycotted it, saying Modi was using it for political gains. General elections are due in India in the next few months, and Mr. Modi's political rivals say that governing Bharatiya Janata Party will be seeking votes in the temple's name in a country where 80% of the population is Hindu.
Now to sports news, we are first looking at the world of cricket. The Sri Lankan under-19 team won the first match they faced in the under-19 ODI World Cup cricket tournament. In this encounter, the Sri Lankan team defeated the Zimbabwe team.
In the match played in South Africa, Sri Lanka batting first and scored 204 runs all out in 48.3 overs. Dinura Kalupana scored 60 runs and Shanmuganathan scored 41 runs. Later, the rain delayed the match, and accordingly, the Zimbabwe team was given a target of 129 runs in 22 overs. However, 21.1 overs, Zimbabwe team were all out for just 89 runs. Under the Duckworth and Lewis theory, Sri Lanka won the match by 39 runs. Chamari Athapattu of Sri Lanka has been named as the captain of the Women's T20 Team 2023 by the International Cricket Council. The ICC team has included 11 women players. HMB team became the champions of the National Netball Tournament, and this is the 5th consecutive occasion that the HMB became champions. In the final match, HMB team defeated Sri Lanka Air Force team for 40-39 points. The finals of the tournament, which was organised by the Sri Lanka Netball Federation, was played at the Albert F. Pearis grounds in Vennapoe yesterday. CRNFC lead the points table of the Interclub League Rugby Tournament. They defeated the Kandy team in a match played in Nithavala grounds in Kandy yesterday for 38-26 points. CRNFC team defeated the Kandy team in a match after 22 years. Sri Lanka Army team became the champions of the National Baseball Tournament. In the finals, they defeated the Sri Lanka Navy team for 9-4 points. The tournament, which was organised by the Sri Lanka Baseball Association, concluded yesterday at the Diagama Baseball Grounds.
Prima Kutumi, Fantamai.